If you want to see how I use a paint edger to paint parts of my ceiling, stay tuned because today that's what we're going to be talking about. Hey YouTube, what is going on? Brandon here with Brandon DIY, and today I wanted to talk to you about a project that I had where I ended up using my paint edger to actually paint on my ceiling, an area that was getting stained with water. Of course, some repair is going to be needed, but in the meantime, I really don't like how that stain is looking, and so I'm going to paint it with my paint edger using some ceiling paint. And I'm also going to be getting in and painting on a crack that's in the ceiling as well to cover that up. So instead of using a paintbrush, I'm going to show you here today how I use a paint edger to paint parts of my ceiling that currently need to be painted. Now there's going to be a link in the description below for the paint edger that I end up using. If you were in need of a paint edger for an upcoming painting project, go to the link in the description below and get yours now. Alright, so many times in your ceiling you may get a scuff from moving furniture. You may get some staining from water damage that ultimately really does need to get checked out by a plumber, because it may be that you have a water leak, especially if it's bubbling up. But if it's just staining temporarily, you would want to paint that to cover that up, especially if you're having guests over. Or it could be that your ceiling just needs to be painted in general and you're going to do an entire painting and use the paint edger in that project. But here in this video you see me identifying the area that needs to be painted. There is some obvious yellowish, brownish stain that is starting to accumulate on the edge of the ceiling, and that needs to be painted. Now this paint edger makes things so much easier. It's much better than having to bust out a paint roller, and it's much better than having to use a paint brush because you really get a good amount of coverage. It really does come out very clean. You can even attach an extending pole to this paint edger. Now you can see that there's a handle on this paint edger, but as I said, you can attach an extension pole so that you don't even need a ladder. You could really just from the ground be painting your ceiling. Really quick, if you're enjoying this video, please make sure to like the video. If you have any questions at all about anything I did here in the video, make sure to comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. Alright, now I'm making my way over to the part of the ceiling that has a crack in it. Now when I was initially painting my ceiling, I was using a 14-inch paint roller and I was getting some pretty good coverage. And one of the things I covered up was this crack that's in my ceiling, and you really weren't able to notice the crack. But now over time, it's been about a year, that crack is starting to crack open a little bit again, and it's starting to show. So I'm going to use my paint edger to cover up that area. Really what I want is a good glob of paint in there, a good amount of coverage, so that you're not able to see the crack as predominantly as you would if it weren't painted. This paint edging tool just makes it so much easier. I'm of course stepping up on a stepping stool, but like I said, an extension pole, you connect that, you paint it really quick, and you're good to go. Many times when you're moving furniture, it could be that you scratch the wall on the ceiling, like if you're moving a couch and for some reason you had to lift it up that high, or any other furniture, there might be some scratches, and this would be perfect for that. Additionally, this paint edging tool is not just for this purpose. I have used it with many different larger painting projects, painting my bathroom. You can find that video here on my channel where I repaint my bathroom a dark green color, and this paint edging tool is really able to do an amazing job. So I really hope that you found this video helpful. If it was, again, please make sure to like. Any questions at all, comment below. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe. This is a new up-and-coming YouTube channel. All of your support is greatly appreciated. Alright, so that's really all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.